Hey gamers, I am Cybersnack7. Hope we're all well, guys. Back again with another video, and yes, we're back with some more NTSC Super Nintendo goodness. Some more pickups to add to this NTSC collection of mine. As I said in the previous video, I've got 6 new titles. I've got 5 turn up. I'm only going to show you the 3 because I thought I'll show 3 now. Wait for the 6th game to turn up and I'll do another 3. And fingers crossed, if all works out well, there might be another 3, so there could be 9 more titles to add to this collection of mine, which I'm really hoping I can do that because they are quality games, and I really want to add them to the collection. But regardless of that, I just want to say firstly thank you for sitting and watching my last video that I did, which was part 1 of my NTSC Super Nintendo games update video, going through the collection of what games I've got. I think I must have done about 87 in the last video, and it was well over 1 hour 10 minutes, probably a little bit more. I've got 80 games left to show, so what I've decided to do, just to keep these videos a lot shorter, more watchable and more you know, realistic, so I can sit down and watch this video in one go rather than probably watching half and then coming back to it. I just want to keep it to a reasonable time, so I'm going to do 40 games in the next video and 40 games in a video after that, so there'll be 3 parts. I'd rather do it 3 parts because at least then it's more digestible and easy for you guys to watch out there. So that will be coming later, of course. I might do the second part next week of that, just to give you guys, if you haven't watched the first part, please go and watch it. I know it's a bit of a jaunt, 1 hour 10 minutes or something, but as I say, it's worth a watch. You know, I've got some great games in this collection, and I've spent a long time trying to get these games back into the collection, believe me. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Also, thanks for any of you guys who have recently subbed to me. I know I've had an influx of subs lately, and much appreciated, guys. Really do appreciate you commenting and also subbing to the channel. Hopefully there's going to be plenty more videos coming your way. Not just Super Nintendo, of course. I do have a new project in the works, but as I say, I've delayed it again. It's been a while. I'm still I want an intro done, and I've yet to get that sorted. So once that intro's done, and I get my head around how I actually want to do this mini little series of mine, then it will be full flow, and I'll get cracking on it basically. But until then, we've got a lot of Super Nintendo goodness to talk about, and let's talk about the first 3 games of what I've picked up of the possible 9. So game number 1. 2 of these games I've never owned. One I actually owned on a PAL release originally. I was going to get it back PAL, but I decided not to, and I'm thankful I did not get it on PAL, because this game isn't overly priced by any means, but you can probably hit the 70 to 80 pound, with obviously import charges on it. But obviously I've picked this up from the UK. You know, this is very lucky, because all of these games are from the UK, which is really lucky of me, because as I say, majority of these games you never come across any really good quality Super Nintendo games in the UK, especially the NTSC variants. You know, they're all imported, and they've got a lot of taxes and import charges on top of them, so it just makes it more difficult. And as I was speaking to Alex last night, and he said it's becoming more difficult to find the games that we want, and as I said, you know, it's a waiting game, and I'd prefer to do that, to be honest, especially with the way I collect and the quality that I want in my collection. I'd rather wait and just wait for that time, that perfect opportunity when you see it, and just don't hesitate and buy it. And that's the way I go about things now. I'll just wait, bide my time, because eventually they will rear their head from somebody, and then I'll get a really good bargain. And all of these 6 games anyway that I'm going to show you, they're all very well priced. I got them for a great price, every single one of them. Not one of them was over £100, which is bizarre. But they're all in absolutely superb condition. One's got a little bit of shelf wear, but the rest are just top notch, I'll tell you straight now. But anyway, I digress. Let's go back to game number 1. Now, as I said, this game I originally picked up on the PAL variant. And this was from a UK seller, and he was selling it for £50. And as soon as I seen it, quality, box condition, everything, I thought, yes, I'll have a bit of you. Now, this game I loved on the PAL variant, and I more or less got to the very end. I got stuck in a death loop, and I quit the game and I never went back to it again. So one of these days, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to try and play this game again and not make that same silly mistake. But the game I'm talking about is this one, which is Equinox. Now, this is obviously, you can see on the back, it's like a top-down kind of view. Like, if you can remember playing all those games on the C64 and the Spectrum, like Head Over Heels and Batman the Adventure and things like that, this is more or less that style of game. This is obviously a sequel to Soul Cyst on the NES, but I've obviously named it Equinox. Absolutely beautiful condition. Not a blemish on this, as you can see. Really, really is in fantastic condition. On the back as well. But this game, I absolutely love this game. It's a very simplistic but taxing puzzle game. You've got to have very, very good patience for this. And as I say, I've done really, really well when I first owned it originally. But I got myself in a death loop, and I quit the game. Never went back to it since. But regardless of that, it went, and I obviously took this long to get it back again. But let's have a look what's inside. So firstly, we have, of course, the manual, which is really not thumbed at all. It is really in fantastic condition, and it is in full colour, of course. You got all your bosses there for each level, which I got to the pirate ship, which is that one, and I never seen past that, unfortunately. And then this one, thankfully, has a lovely poster with it, so, which is in fantastic condition, which is just technically the front cover of the game. So there's a nice poster with it. This one doesn't come with precaution leaflets, unfortunately, but I can easily pick them up and get them added to the box anyway if I wanted to. But finally, the cartridge, of course, with its protection underneath. I do like that protection. So there you go, there's the cartridge, and it put a bit of light on it for you. Absolutely beautiful condition. And the carts have obviously been taken apart and cleaned and checked, of course, and they are in A1 condition. But this game is absolutely beautiful game. Really, really fantastic game. I've loved this game for a long time, and as I say, having it on PAL release, and then I've bided my time, to be honest with you, to pick it up, because I really did want it back on the NTSC variant. And as I say, I felt lucky, and I managed to find a PAL variant, an NTSC variant of the game in spanking condition from a UK seller. So there's the first one, guys, and as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. That is Equinox. So while I'm at it, I'll pop them back into their protective sleeves. Equinox, beautiful. That's game number one. Now, game number two is one of the SNK fighters. I've got a majority of them. In fact, I think I've got them all, apart from Fatal Fury 2. And also this one, which I'm about to show you. Now, this one never comes up in good condition. I'll never see it in the UK. This is the first time one come up. I thought, regardless of the slight little shelfware it's got, and it's fully complete, and it's in really, really quite good condition, and it was a UK seller, there's no way I can pass this up, because this game does not come up. And if it comes up in the US, it comes up at silly money, and it's just too much that I wanted to pay for this game. I wanted the game, but I didn't want to pay over like 150 odd pounds, probably more. But this come up, and this yet again was less than 60 quid. And as soon as I seen it, I thought, yeah, buy it now, no problems. Got it, and I'm really, really happy with the condition of it. As I say, it's an SNK fighting game, and I've just mentioned Fatal Fury 2. Well, I have now managed to pick up Fatal Fury Special, and as you can see, this is in really, really good condition. You know where I'm like, I'm saying it's got a bit of shelf wear and it's not in that good condition. But compared to the next game I'm going to show you, this is in so-so condition. But as you can see, it's got shelf wear right there and that. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's still been loved and looked after, and it's still in relatively fine condition. I have to admit that. But this game, I've wanted for a long time, and it's a really cracking fighting game. I love my SNK fighting games anyway. Big Neo Geo fan, but to get them also on the NTSC variant is another thing entirely. But this game's a cracking game, very difficult. You got obviously all the characters from the first 2 games. You've also added, included Howard Geese, Tong Fu, and Duck King in this one. And there is a secret character which is Ryu Suzuki. And if you don't know who Ryu Suzuki is, he's the one of the main characters from Art of Fighting, and he's also in this game. But as per usual, they're not going to make it easier for you to get him, because you've literally got to complete this game without losing a round all the way from start to finish for him to then challenge you. Then you've got to beat him, and then once you've beat him, he becomes a playable character. That is no mean feat, I'm telling you. It is ridiculously, probably never going to happen when I'm playing this game, because it's a great game. You'd have to be a master at playing this game to do that. It's a tough cookie. Unless I can stick it on easy and do it, and probably will shorten the rounds to 1 round. That'll probably be about the way I'll be doing it, but it's a tough challenge. But a fantastic game, as I say, brilliant condition. Let's crack this open, guys, and have a look inside. So what we have inside here is like so. Right, firstly, yet again, absolutely fully complete. This time round, guys, we have, of course, the precautions and the registration card. And then we also have, of course, the advertisement for the usual, which is the Nintendo Player's Guide Superpower Club, basically. And then, yet again, we have another poster with this one, which is really quite nice, and it's absolutely in fantastic condition. So we have the Fatal Fury special poster, which is in glorious condition. Very happy with that. And then finally we have the book, which yet again is absolutely untouched. I will be getting some baggies for these, because the next game they've come with baggies, and I know Alex has got his in baggies, and I've had a link sent to me to put all these in baggies to keep them really nice and protected. But as I say, full colour manual, beautiful, tells you all about all the characters within the game and that. Sorry about the glare there, guys, but this is in absolutely beautiful condition. And then finally, last but not least, we have the cart, yet again in a lovely protection sleeve, and there you go, an absolutely mint front label, not a blemish on it. Cart is absolutely perfect, cleaned, taken apart as per usual to be checked, and well happy with this game. But fantastic to have this game at last. As I say, it took me a very long time, and yet again the waiting game comes into it to try and find this game. I'm really happy with it. From a UK seller, I've really fell on my feet over the last few months, especially with my Super Nintendo games, being able to get these from UK sellers. And at the moment, as I say, the prices I'm paying are fantastic. They are really affordable prices. They're not super inflated. Don't get me wrong, they're not the rarest games that I'm showing you at the moment, but some of them, as I say, this one isn't rare, but it's very hard to get in this kind of condition. That's the hard part, getting it condition wise, getting it in with complete, and as the box condition is the most important, of course, but as I say, trying to find this in this condition has been a task for me. It's been a very long waiting game, but at the end of the day, it's paid off. So there's a second game, guys, and that is Fatal Fury Special. Thank you. Let's cover Fatal Fury Special, guys. Thank you. Why I said thank you, I don't know, but I'm I say thank you again and cheers. Let's have a cup of tea, a bit of a drink before the last game. Right now, the next 6 games, I'm going to say 6 because I'm really going to hope to get them next 3 games after these. After what is that right? Yeah. Then yeah, they're all the 6. Hang on, 3. Hang on, 3. 7 games. Let's get it right. The next 7 games are well. Let's back up a bit. Let's just be realistic here. The next 4 games I've got, possibly 7, are all from one seller. The guy's name's John. Hello, John. I know you watch, and I've bought from him before, and this guy's put a few up, and I've basically put some best offers in, and he's accepted every single one of them, and I've had fantastic prices. I mean, the best prices for these games. And when you see the quality of just this one alone, obviously I'll show you the next 3 in the next video, but it's absolutely amazing. I've got games that I've had for years, but it just goes to show, and I'm so glad there's people out there that are like me, that love to keep them in such fantastic condition. And at the end of the day, you know, he sold them to me, and I'll give him best offers, and he sold them to me at fantastic prices, knowing full well these games are never going anywhere. They are staying in my collection in this condition. End of story. So this is the first game of the 4 games, possible 7, right, that I'm having. And I've got 4 definitely, but just waiting for one more. But anyway, this game is I've never owned. It's a boxing game, and this is technically the one and only boxing game I'd ever get, up apart from, of course, Super Punch-Out, because I do love that game. But this is more realistic. This is more, you know, it's just a realistic boxing game technically, but the condition is absolutely second to none. But it's a game I've never played, a game I'm glad I've got now, and I'm talking about Boxing Legends, The Ring. Is that right? Boxing Legends of The Ring. There you go. And now look at that. That is, and this ain't in a protective cover. This is literally how good a condition these are. These are absolutely mint. I mean, quality beyond compare. But you know, this ain't a bad game. I wanted to play this game for a long time, and as I say, yet again, you can get this fairly cheap, but obviously import charges and taxes and things like that. And condition wise, could you get it like this? This is a one-off. I've never seen them in this good condition in a long time, but absolutely, without a question, it is the best condition games I've bought in a long time. But beautiful condition. I'll just have to show it you again just to show you the quality. No reproduction. This is quality, proper stuff. But well happy with that. But as I say, it's as you can see, it's a boxing game, and you got all the American and maybe I think mostly American boxing legends from the early 80s and 70s, whatever. But I have had a go at this, and it's really quite good. I'm not the best boxing, you know, I'm not very good at it, but I got battered. I went all 8 rounds. I think it was 8 rounds or 13 rounds, but obviously it just is what it is. But it's just a learning curve. I've got to learn about the game, but the game is really good for what it is. Now, as you can see, I've decided I'm going to keep these in their slip cases, but as you can see, they're in slip cases and everything. The poster, you got the cards, you got all the advertisements in there, everything is in there. But it's in this beautiful packaging, and as you can see, that is unthumbed, absolutely untouched. So they will be staying in that condition. So I will be taking them out, guys, because I just want to keep it in that condition. So finally, we have the cart in its bag, and of course in its protection. And let's just get close to this one. And as you can see, this is in absolutely prime condition. I haven't even undone this one to clean it off because it's in such fantastic condition. And as I say, I bought from this guy before, and wherever I buy from him, it's quality. And to have come across a few games he was selling again, and as soon as I bought them, I knew who it was. And he says, look, you know, I still watch your videos and all that. And you know, as I say, I put the point nows in, best offers, and he accepted everyone. So I'm really, really thankful of that. But there you go, absolutely beautiful condition. So really, really happy with that. Another 3 fantastic games added to the collection. So that is your final game, guys, of, let's just say, the first 6 at the moment. So that's the first 3 games of the first 6 games. As I say, I'm still waiting for one more. Once that one comes within a week or 2, then I'll show you the second 3 games. But anyway, there's your final game, guys, and there it is, Boxing Legends of the Ring, in absolutely the best condition I've ever seen. Beautiful. So that's your first 3, guys. As I says, I will be showing the next 3 within a week or 2. I'm just still waiting. I've still got to wait for the 3rd game to come through, which is a game I had PAL yet again, and I've now got back. Well, actually, I had it on a PAL Mega Drive, and I sold that recently. So I sold all my PAL Mega Drive. They're all gone, and I've managed to acquire it on the NTSC Super Nintendo for an awesome price. And as I say, once that comes through, you'll have another 3 fantastic games to check out, and then fingers crossed, hopefully another 3. So that'll be another 9 added to the collection this year. I think it's about 9 this year. I think there may be a couple more. I think, yeah, I probably added about 10 or 12 games to the collection this year. So I've done quite well. And yet again, it's always been towards the end of the year that I've picked some up. So very, very happy with them games, guys. Ecstatically happy with the last one and the next few that are coming. I've been quite lucky, as I say, landing all these games from UK sellers, and absolutely fantastic prices, guys. So anyway, that's enough for me. I will be back. As I say, I'll be doing two more parts of the NTSC Super Nintendo collection. Keep it to 40 games per video because, as I say, it just keeps it to a reasonable watch time, and it's easy for you guys to digest. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. You're all legends, as I always tell you. And if you like what you see, subscribe. You're more than welcome to, because there's going to be plenty more Super Nintendo in the future and other consoles, because I'm a multi-format collector. I don't just collect for Super Nintendo, of course. But guys, thanks very much for watching. Oh, let's make this. Let's just back up a bit, guys and girls. Thanks for watching. I am CyberSnake7, and as always, keep playing, keep watching. All the best.